she is releasing a new album with the Alexander Old Time Band, which is actually Dennis Alexander, and some may know Dennis as a very, very fine fiddle maker. And they put out an album, one called Sweet Melodies, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it, and it is absolutely wonderful, the music that's on there. She has a wonderful voice, and get your pens and paper ready, because I'll be announcing an event in Shawville that the Alexander Band will be playing at coming up in the early parts of May. So right now we're going to feature Amanda Hodgson with My Ain Country on Cross Canada Fiddling, Reflection Time, the Ottawa Valley.
I am far frae my hame, and I'm weary often whiles, for the longed for hame bringing, and my father's welcome smiles, and I'll ne'er be full content until my eyes do see the golden gates of heaven and my ain country. The earth is flecked with flowers, many tinted, fresh and gay. The birdies warble blithely, for my father made them say. But these sights and these sounds will as nothing be to me when I hear the angels singing in my ain country. I've his good word of promise that some gladsome day the king to his ain royal palace his banished hame will bring. With eyes and with heart running over we shall see the king in his beauty and our ain country. My sins have been many, and my sorrows have been sad, but there they'll never vex me, nor be remembered mair. For his blood hath made me white, and his hand shall dry my ee, when he brings me hame at last to my ain country.
To talk to Frank Cassidy and Dennis Alexander. Guys, welcome to the Gaelic Hour.
Thanks, Alistair.
Good morning.
It's great to see you up at this wonderful, fresh, healthy hour.
Yes, it is. we were playing last night, so we feel a little bit.
What did you go? Did you go home?
No. Yeah, we were out in Van Kill, I think it was.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
playing out there.
New CD. How's it going?
It's going well.
Good.
We had a nice reception last night in Van Kill, and
all these things are a labour of love.
Absolutely, yeah. I guess this one would have been primarily the focus of it was Amanda's singing.
Now, have you any original material on this one as well?
There's one original piece on there which Frank composed for St. Pat's Hall. We're all familiar with St. Pat's Hall, and it's a beautiful waltz with an old-timey flair to it.
Well, you know, that goes back to the waltzes and the set dances we used to have in St. Pat's there for a good few years before we knocked it down. Yeah. So Dennis and myself and Marietta's association sort of I could see people waltzing around to that sort of tempo and that piece of music, so I called it St. Pat's Hall. Dennis said, it started out being a demo for Amanda, and then we ended up making it into a CD, and it turned out really well. And a lot of people it's nice to have a lot of people come back and say to us, that they really enjoy there's a lot of old time songs on here, some of them with a little bit of maybe you might say an old time sort of traditional country feel to it, but also a lot of them are, in fact, quite a few of them are traditional Irish.
So what you put on here is a departure from what you had been doing.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a departure, certainly, from the traditional Irish stuff that Dennis
My love, my own broken song, empty words I know still live in my heart all alone. For that moonlit passed by the Alamo, my rose of San Antone, and rose my rose of San Antone.
Brought in, but I think the traditional root music will always be there,
right,
as a base, and it's always something that we go back to. We end up, Dennis and I, all the same, getting together with the other guys, and nothing like having a few traditional tunes, nothing like that.
Sit down. Come on, sit down and put the cup of tea back down on the table and relax. That was beautiful. Very, very... And it started so slow and built in, and then there was a nice blend to the tempo. So the other people on the CD with you, there's four... how many in the team on this one?
Well, there's four of us. There's myself and Frank and Marietta Fraser, who... we have been playing with, as Frank said, for years, with the Kelly Band and Ottawa Kelly Band. And of course, then we have Amanda Hodgson, who is our vocalist.
So they because, as I mentioned earlier on, like, this is a departure from what you had been doing in style. How are you finding that your audiences are receiving that?
I guess if last night, the concert we did in Van Cleek Hill, it was an indication that it seemed that they enjoyed the mixture. Although we had old-timey stuff in there, they seem to also feel or appreciate the Celtic flavor that we have to the old time.
Yeah, so we're able to provide that mix of. We kind of use the Irish or the Celtic side of it.